You've had so many different jobs and career paths, and one of them was you were like a male dancer, or were you like a stripper?
What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
with Sophia and Sistine Sophia.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Slip, slide, trying to provide for me. For me.
I'm going to leave that into the intro. Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast with your favorite sisters,
Sistine
and Sophia. Well, it is what day is it today? Wednesday? I keep thinking it's Friday. Every single day this week I've thought it was Friday.
It's a busy weekend, so I feel like when you're anticipating a lot of plans for the weekend, you just fast forward your week.
Because I've planned everything fun on a Friday, so I'm counting down the days I need to shower and wash my hair using like my Malibu Crystal, if you guys know what that is. When you have...
You know what? Actually, let's break it down before we get into that. Sophia and I have such an intensive self-care routine before a big night out that it's actually a little bit embarrassing.
It ruins our week.
But I really think we should share it.
Yeah. I mean, I can say mine, then you can say yours if you want.
Go for it.
Okay, so Sunday night, I went to a full body scrub where this lady flipped me over like a piece of meat and scrubbed me raw until my skin was off.
But let me give a POV. Imagine you're sitting on... What are those tables called with like when you're dead and they're like a metal table?
I was just a morgue. You're literally at a morgue.
Okay, so imagine you're sitting on this embalming.
Embalming, yes.
Yes. So imagine you're sitting on one of those tables.
Yeah, it really is that.
Bright. It's as bright as this room is right now. There's no dimming lights.
No.
And there's a giant shower above you, and they just turn it on, and you're lying there like a dead fish.
And the music is all kind of opera and old-timey music, so you do really feel like you're probably transported back in the 40s.
And then this woman comes in, and she just goes to town
4'9"
on every crack and crevice of your body.
She's seen more than any other person in my time, more than my mom, more than anything. So she gets you that rub down until like, that sounds really weird, for 75 minutes. And then you leave it, you're like, okay, I feel fresh. I feel like I've just was reborn.
Yeah, she puts you in a pretzel position. I didn't know my foot could go behind my left ear.
So this entire week also, we're working out, we're eating super healthy. Then I go, okay, I have my haircut and styling on Friday. So washing my hair, I need to do it every other day so I won't make my hair too greasy.
Yes.
So I make sure, like today, I'm gonna wash my hair fully, shave everything, because tomorrow on Thursday, I'm going to be putting self-tanner on.
Self-tanner is the most key step because you have to time it out correctly.
Yeah, you can't shave the same day.
You can't shave the same day. If you do it too soon, it's going to be blotchy by your weekend plan. If you do it too late, you're going to smell like BO.
Mm-hmm. So tonight, fully shaving, got my scrub, going to have my hair done on Friday. The Malibu Crystal treatment is to get all the minerals out of my hair because LA water, it's horrible.
You see, in a relationship though, my self-care routine has completely changed. And now I kind of have to adjust to when I'm going to see him. Because I can't put tanner on when he's over. Because then
you smell like...
I'll get it all over him. It's a mess. I mean, that's the tricky part. Actually, speaking of the washing hair thing, I saw this girl on TikTok. And a lot of people say that you're not supposed to wash your hair. You're only supposed to shampoo it like once a week or something like that. And she was going on TikTok like day 17 without washing my hair. And I was like, first of all, you are definitely not in a relationship.
Or
because
working
there's
out.
There's no way that you could date someone with 17-year-old dirty hair. There's no way.
If I work out, I need to wash my hair or something. I can't be in bed with literally grease in my hair.
Let's not forget you got your nails done.
Oh yeah, nails done. That was last week. I'm trying to think what else I'm trying to
Sophia,
do.
that was literally yesterday.
No,
before our meeting.
Wow, that was also this week.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and then, Friday, full glam. We're already tanned.
Yeah.
Our hair's gonna be done.
Yeah.
Makeup done. Outfits are chosen. And this is all for one night.
Literally for one night.
For one
just
freaking night on Friday.
Insane, the levels that people... And I hope we're not alone out there.
Yeah.
I think there are other women that... Yeah, we're getting some
for like
nods.
Dates, maybe. I feel like sometimes I will do like a mini version of this before a date I'm really excited about. But I think overall, like normally I don't tan like my entire body. It would just be the things that are showing. You know, I've said that, like my face or my legs
and
or whatever.
And even what we're eating will change because you want to look and feel your best because when you eat well, it kind of, your skin looks better, you're glowing, you look snatched.
Do you do this for FaceTimes with people that you haven't, like, let's say you're FaceTiming a guy you like. Do you make yourself look a little bit better, you have better lighting, or you have, like, maybe a cuter outfit?
I'll tell you this. A FaceTime call is so strategic for me, but it has to be so fun. Like, the balance between looking like you just literally answered the phone and woke up like this to looking really cute and presentable and like maybe a little bit sexy is so hard.
It is. Because I got called out.
If you don't think that I'm like testing the light 10 minutes before you call me, then
I got called out for that because my lighting was too perfect.
That's embarrassing.
And, yeah, how do you think I feel? And he literally said, the lighting is too perfect. Was that set up? I'm like, no, my lamp is just like there. And he's like,
no, it's set up. Here's what I like to do.
I was so
put on a tank top, a nice push-up bra, doesn't hurt. But then you got to put on a flannel. You know what I mean? So you can finagle with it. You can shift it around.
Flannel.
Yeah. So it looks like, you're just like lounging at house, but you got a cute tank top on. Make sure your lashes are... People are
it's ridiculous. People are like, you're putting way too much effort. You're honestly, at this point, the guy doesn't know who you are. Really who you are. Because the entire time, you're just something that you've been working on for over 2 weeks.
Well, that's what my biggest fear is. Well, it used to be my biggest fear.
Now we're in a relationship, so it's different.
It's so different, but with my previous relationships, I was so self-conscious to being not literally naked, but like naked with myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like no makeup, not hair done, baggy sweatpants. I didn't want him to see the real me because I thought he wouldn't be attracted to it.
We had this conversation last night, or I was having this problem with you last night, that I was feeling like I couldn't be vulnerable and be actually myself because every time I felt super insecure about the things I said.
Well, I think insecurity comes from different places because for me, I've never noticed I was insecure about something until someone made it a point to tell me. And then I became insecure about that thing.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I had a big chin until I got compared to the Crimson Chin all the time. Or one time I was dating this guy and I was washing my face before bed and he said, now I see the real you. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, I can never not have a little bit of concealer on because I don't want them to think I'm unattractive. But when, in your instance, you're saying that like your insecurity comes from your own head.
Yeah, everything is in my own head. I think that some people can relate to you where their like flaws were like identified by someone else. But for me, if you're like me, I'm a perfectionist. I don't like messing up or feeling like I messed up because I don't want to have them perceive me a certain way. Or if I say a certain thing, they're not going to like me. And unfortunately, that kind of is just, one, it puts way too much pressure on myself. And I feel like then I can't actually be myself in the relationship because I'm not being the thing I think they want me to be. And then two, how are they actually going to like me? Like if I'm not being who I am right off the bat.
Well, that's what I wanted to tell you. If my mom always told me this, that whenever Sophia and I were insecure about something or venting or this person's not going to like me because of X, Y, and Z, she always says, fuck them. If they don't like you for who you are and all your quirks and your flaws, then why do you want to be with someone like that anyway? And not to make you a little bit more insecure, but I'm pretty sure you're wearing your sweatshirt backwards right now.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I am. You're so right. How did you notice that? Do you see the label? Oh yeah, you do see the label. Yeah, this has been a fun morning for me. Yeah, no, but you're so right. And I was hard on myself, and I was getting mad at Sistine because I was trying to make her see it from my side, and I think she kind of saw a little bit of like why I was feeling this way. But I completely agree. Like I need to work on this. I am very chatty when I get nervous, and I will say everything, and I need to let the other person talk sometimes. But I also need to stop being so hard on myself and say, okay, if I say this certain thing, like I'm very open about everything. Like if you want to ask me anything about dating, sex, my anxiety, whatever, I will tell you a whole novel about it. And instead of feeling like that's a bad thing, to be honest and open about it, why don't I go, okay, if you can't handle that and you want someone that's a bit more mysterious, then don't go out with me.
There's a fine line to teeter because you don't want to show all of your cards and reveal everything and more to this person. And that's the thing. Like I used to have a bad habit of literally exposing every single version of myself and every single quirk on the first few dates, and then there was nothing left to discover, and it kind of just got dry. So I do think, you know, keeping some cards close to your chest is important.
I think it's a little too late. I have like 2 cards left in my deck, and
Well, hold on to them, baby.
hold on.
You know what? See, that's why this podcast is so great. We just saved a $100 therapy session.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
though. I know. We really did. And I actually wasn't planning on talking about this at all, but if you can relate, be you, don't filter yourself, and the right person will come.
Be you. All right, I want to talk about who we have coming on the show today. I am stoked.
Yeah, we were
And before
so
he comes
excited.
in the room, you guys, I have to vent because I'd be too embarrassed to say this to his face. But he has a podcast called Stiff Socks. If you haven't already seen it, it's top 50 in all comedy podcasts. I am an avid Stiff Sock listener.
She is.
I think I listen to every single episode. I am so excited that he is coming on the show today. He's a comedian, a writer, an actor. His stand-up career is blowing up. He's on tour constantly. So we have Michael Blaustein joining us.
So stay tuned.
We have the incredible comedian, actor, podcast host of Stiff Socks Podcast, Michael Blaustein. Studio audience!
Here it is.
Here it is. I can't actually believe that we tied you down for this episode.
Yeah, seriously.
Sophie and I, when we were writing our guest list, you were like at the top.
Every single time.
dude.
Honestly.
No, seriously, because you're so busy. You're touring. You're going all over the place. I mean, your comedy career is taking off.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wild. I'm like insanely grateful, but it's like I haven't had a second to be like, this is cool. It's just like a constant like
Right.
get on a plane, yell about feet to hundreds of people,
Yes.
get off a plane, do it all again.
Yeah. Do you sort of feel like you're just like a machine now? Like
Yes.
it's so routine.
Yes. I mean, it is, you take a step back, you're like, dude, this is so sick. But at the same time, it is, I mean, dude, I came in here yelling about how tired I am. It's just,
Right.
it's a
Yeah.
constant, dude, I mean, and I said before, like, literally my girl knows my schedule better than me. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So people
Oh,
are
yeah.
like, where are you going to go tomorrow? I'm like, dude, I don't.
You have no idea.
I don't know.
Do you hate the airport now?
It's the worst, yes.
Yes.
You truly see the worst people ever. And I was saying to him, I was like, people are 10 times hotter at the airport than they actually are in life. But then I also think I
Sophie,
hate
they're wearing
everyone.
a mask.
Yeah, no, before I used to think
Yeah.
everyone was kind of hot in a weird way because they wore a hat and like hoodies and stuff like that. Am I going crazy?
No, you're not going crazy.
No.
I do think that, especially in LAX, people dress up
Yeah.
to go to the airport.
Yes.
Here's my theory, though. I think coming out of LA or coming out of Miami or coming out of New York, I think a lot of women or dudes get flown out. So when they land, you're getting picked up by the dude or woman that flew you out. So you got to
Really
look
looking-
bad.
That's why they're wearing heels. I never understood why women are wearing
Yes.
heels. But my thing is, whenever I go to the airport and I lock eyes with someone that I think is remotely my age, I'm like, are we having sparks? Like, why is it when you see someone at the airport that's similar to your type, you're like, wait, are we having a connection?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, though. When you see someone that's hot to you, have you ever sat next to them?
I honestly thought I met the man of my dreams. Turned out it was a huge mistake.
She went on a
But
date with
he
him,
was,
though.
yeah, we did. And he was dressed
Yeah.
to the nines. I remember I looked homeless. I looked so bad that day.
So per usual.
Yes,
Per usual. But I was looking extra ugly on this flight.
She was wearing the
Extra.
ugliest hoodie I've ever seen in my entire life.
But it
When I
came-
Why was it so ugly?
Okay, so I woke up feeling like I'm scared of my reflection. So I found a hoodie that was so big that it went all the way down into my lip. So literally half my face.
Very
I
So
was
you look
like,
like you were like
Assassin's Creed.
Bohemian Grove. Like you looked
yes,
like
I was
that.
like,
Okay.
like Darth Vader. Like you can't see anything on my face.
Yes.
And all I'm looking at is his feet. And so I'm like, wow, those are nice shoes. And then I go up a little bit. I'm like, nice pants. Oh, he's wearing a cardigan. He's wearing a scarf.
we didn't like scarves originally, but
But
apparently
the look class.
We liked cardigans? How
You know
did you?
what? He gave me the vibe of like
He was 70 years
sophistication.
old.
He was coming from New York. I was like, this guy's got some swag going on. He
No,
compliments.
he doesn't. He's wearing a cardigan. I
By
don't
the
like
way,
this.
by the way, that was a red flag. I ignored so many red flags. I was delusional at 6 a.m.
Okay.
But I honestly was like, this is the guy of my dreams. And I choked so bad because he looked at my backpack and he's like, oh, I really like your backpack. And I don't know why I got nervous. I was like, thanks, I can literally fit my whole closet in it. What? Like,
It's not
I
that
was
bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
it's like,
bad.
have you
I thought you'd be like, oh, I have tampon. Like I thought you said
Oh,
something
that
wild.
would have been way worse.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would have
yeah,
been way
yeah.
worse. I feel my whole closet is
I
not
mean,
that
that's
bad.
just like, oh God. But anyway, yeah, we did go on a date.
you
And
ever
it turns
fall
out
in
he was
love?
psycho.
With anyone at the airport?
Here's like this weird thing that always happens to me, and I always ask people if it happens to them. I'm shit you not. When I was single, I would literally like look at someone in the vicinity of the gate that I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, she's hot. She's reading, fucking Catching the Rye, whatever. She's
Wow.
just like, just a little bit of, I'm like, ooh, substance.
Right.
I don't know why Catching the Rye, but you guys get it. So we
A book.
Yeah, a book, just a book.
A
Yeah.
book.
So I'm like, oh wow, and then I shit you not, I was batting like 70% that she would sit next to me on the airplane.
Did she?
No, I'm saying 70% in terms of like, this probably happened to me 5 to 6 times.
Stop, and they all
I
end up?
shit you not, dude. And
Wait.
I would get on first, and then I would see them kind of getting on, and I'm gonna go, I bet you they're gonna sit next to me. And without a doubt, either next to me or in
You know
or
what?
in the row.
I
or
have
the
a
aisle.
theory. We were just talking about this off camera.
Energy.
Wow.
Energy, but I also
Crystals.
manifestation. You put it on your
Yes,
vision
the
board.
secret.
The super secret.
The super secret.
super secrets.
Someone should write it again and be like, the sequel to the secret is called the super secret.
How to get
But
guys
we were
at
literally
airports.
just talking about off camera that we think that we have a theory that restaurants seat people based on attractiveness. So maybe airports do the same thing, and if they say 2 people that could
How do
potentially
they
be a
look
match,
up
they
your
put you guys
Instagram
together.
and her Instagram? We're like, this is a
good match.
Dude, let me tell you something. If they are worrying about that, I'm gonna be pissed because why don't you worry about getting pilots to fly my shit?
It's true.
That's never happened to you? It's like, it's
No,
crazy.
No,
That's
I never get that.
crazy.
I always end up getting the person I least likely want to sit next to. I see the person across the way. I'm like, if this man sits next to me, I know he has a nice back, so he's probably in probably the same area I'm in. And all of a sudden he sits next to me and doesn't stop talking. I get the talkers. And I kid you not, it's when I have my headphones in, my hat, my hoodie, that they're still going, hey.
Oh, they
Hey.
touch
Oh, they
you.
touch.
Well, that's a problem.
You gotta say COVID.
Yeah.
I know. And the last time this guy was showing me how he is a pilot, and I was like, oh, that's cool, nice. And he was showing me all of his takeoffs and landings for 30 minutes on this flight. Yeah.
Here,
So tell me, what would you do if you were in that situation?
Here's the issue that I see, and please push back if I'm wrong. I think you're too nice.
That's true.
Even if I have nothing playing,
Yeah.
I always make people repeat it. Because I'm like, how much do you believe in what you just said to me? Because
Actually, so true.
if you go, hey, and I go, and I go, what? Just not like a what? Just like an in between, like probably doesn't like, what's up? Oh, what's up?
That's your actor coming
You
out.
guys, I said
Dude,
this.
what's up?
He literally kept going, and I go, yes. And he goes, well, I just said, and he wouldn't stop.
Oh, the yes, that was pretty good.
I was
And
like,
sorry, go ahead.
no, and then he just kept going. And so I gave up, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna watch a plane on a plane
Well, on the
for the next 40 minutes.
on the topic of airplanes,
It's like Inception. Planes on planes. I'm like,
The
this is what I want to do.
Russian dolls of fucking
I was, and it was, I don't know, because when I go to the airport, I actually never look good. I don't think I've ever looked good in an airport unless
Yeah.
I'm going on maybe a 20.
What are you doing?
Phil.
It's audio. Let's be careful.
I know, it really breaks the entire thing. No, but I feel like some people try to look hotter. I just get meaner, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm impatient. I don't like waiting in line.
Yeah.
When they go through my luggage, when I have nothing in there, it's always me. They're like checking all the perfumes that I have or something. It's
Stop
just,
carrying so many large ounces.
I love perfume.
Just go below 3.5 and you're good. Are
Yeah,
you trying to do a whole
Jesus.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
whole
I
thing.
love it. I have to have my options
Dude,
because I have a different vibe for every guy, girl, person I talk to.
so you just spray and you
base
go, this is my
No.
work
Let me tell you,
perfume. Please.
Sophia is like.
Who's Sophia? I'm joking. Go ahead.
I was like, oh,
This got weird.
Watch my takeoffs. Go ahead. Sorry.
I say Sophia's like the man from Split. She has so many different like personas. So she will literally put a different scent on for the different kind of vibe that she's wanting to have on a date. She'll kiss differently based off of the date, like
What I'm wearing.
what she's wearing. So
Guys.
no, literally, she's like a chameleon.
I need to go into this. Are you going like personality chameleon?
No, let me explain
Okay,
this because
please.
Sistine thought this was super weird, and I've said this, and no one knew that I intentionally did this. So depending on what the date is and who the guy is, I'm like, okay, if I want to go in looking like a little sex kitten, so I'm gonna wear a little crop top, little tighter pants,
Got it.
heels,
Got it.
do my makeup a little bit more risque. I'm probably gonna have a makeout that's a little bit more
forward.
and a little bit more aggressive, and then I wear probably
Okay.
perfume that's more musk. If I want to be sweet,
What's musk? What does that mean?
like
Like-
musky,
like,
a
I
more,
love how I asked you what musk is and you said musky. Sick, dude. Absolutely sick.
I was trying to think musk.
More of like a cologne, like smell like a little bit of a
Musky is
cigarette
like
ashtray.
Okay, like whiskey, cigar.
yeah, like
okay.
more of
Like
a
she's
masculine
been hanging
smell.
out probably at like a billiards event, and she just has
Billiards?
A billiards event. Okay.
cigarettes.
Okay.
Who's going to a billiards event?
I don't know.
If I'm wearing a dress that's a little bit more floral, we all have more
A
rose.
vanilla.
And my
That
kiss,
makes sense.
Maybe I will kiss you, maybe I won't, because we're just.
But how do you differentiate? Is it like
Well, I
just strictly?
decide.
I'm sorry.
I just decide on how I want him to perceive me. So you don't know who you're dating. At all.
Okay, do you think your like personality changes in that realm, or is it just like a
Yes,
This is a
absolutely.
Oh, really?
I honestly think
well, you need to fix that.
I think she does the opposite. If it's a bad
Oh.
boy, she'll dress like more innocently and do the rose thing. But if it's a good boy, she'll try to be like sexy dominatrix.
yeah, but how do you make that call though?
You can kind of tell when you look
tell
at
when you-
someone.
I don't think. Yes, I think
Yeah.
that some people are very outward in terms of like who they are as people. I think most people aren't though.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
a lot more people are secret dorks than I realized.
Of
That
course.
I'm like, oh, you're a player, but then all of a sudden they end up liking Bionicles or something.
Yeah, hilarious. This guy just reads about Lincoln. This guy loves Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked at the Lincoln logs. Like, that was
No, I love a good Lincoln
love
log.
Lincoln
When was the
logs.
last time you guys did Legos? I don't want to get back to this, but I just
Yeah.
when's the last time?
Honestly,
too
so long ago.
long.
And I was saying to Sistine, I made a joke about how guys usually get girls flowers on random days of the week. I said,
Yeah.
what do you get guy on the random day of the week? Legos? Like, would they like that?
Yes,
I
dude.
feel like they
It's
would.
true, I knew
I
it.
feel like they would use it too.
Is there another thing besides flowers? I think flowers are just so just so hacked.
No, my
is.
dad calls flowers a bowl of salad. He's like, who wants that?
That's so
He gives
funny.
the
They die,
$100.
you know?
Your dad should probably write movies. It is so
He should,
funny.
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
suggest it to him. But yeah, no, I think the date thing kind of doesn't work because in the end, I end up being who I am, and then they don't end up like, well, no, they like it, but they just
That was so sad what you just
I
said.
know. She's been very self-deprecating lately.
Oh, you just meet him like on Rye or some
so-
shit? Or you meet him like at a billiards event?
Yeah, because I love my billiards. I don't know why I said billiards out of everything.
It's totally fun. It made so
Like
much
a
sense to
whiskey
me.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the billiards table. Is billiards pool, right?
Yes.
Billiards
Yes.
is pool. Okay, just
Yeah.
want to make sure that's right. Okay,
Yeah, babe.
so
How did we go from billiards to pool? Real quick.
I don't know.
A
I
pool
don't
should be
know.
a pool. You dive in a pool.
I agree.
Why is a pool
I agree.
also
That's
what I
billiards?
thought.
I don't like it.
I don't like it
Let's
either.
change it.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, I don't do this
She-
all
no.
the time.
I feel like you do.
I
No,
really
no.
don't. I
She
really
does.
don't. I
She
feel like-
also pre-orders her meals before she
I
gets
don't
the-
order. No, I don't pre-order.
You don't
the
think
meals.
she's looking at the menu before the restaurant and then getting the menu when she sits down like, what looks good? Like she doesn't already know she's getting the
This
grilled
is
salmon.
too much.
I'm really in my head.
How very much so. How often you go on dates?
Not that often.
Sophia,
Once a week?
at
Okay,
least.
once a week.
At least once a week.
No, like,
a new dude?
Sophia.
Depends.
Let's
no,
go.
not actually. It depends. It depends. It's been
Depends
3
if you
years.
say yes.
It depends if I say yes.
She gets asked out a lot.
Hold on. Let's take
Yeah.
15 seconds back.
I'm kidding.
You said so more than once a week.
No, once a week max. Once every other week too. So you can't say I go on a date every single with a new person.
With a new person?
No. Usually it ends up being like 3 dates. with the
I'll
same
tell you
person.
this. Most guests that leave this couch end up asking her out after the interview.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Well, what musk are you wearing? Are you wearing like a...
Actually, she's the one that wears more of a musky scent. I wear vanilla.
Yes.
See, that's the problem. I know. Dude, vanilla, bruh.
Men love
I
that.
don't know what it is.
It's vanilla.
But I don't understand.
I know.
Do you guys love it? Is that their scent?
Look at me. Yes. I do not know what it is.
I need to
What's-
buy it.
No,
Oh, no.
I have a.
I can't believe you don't know.
I know. I tried to be that
Are both
girl.
you guys single?
No, she
No,
has
I
a
have a
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Okay, well, then no
And
vanilla.
do I
Vanilla's
look
done
like
for you.
I'm in a relationship here?
Listen up, ladies. Going to the pharmacy is so 2021. You can get your birth control online, prescribed, and delivered free with the Pill Club.
Gain time and peace of mind with the Pill Club. Their licensed medical team puts your reproductive health first with access to affordable birth control, period care, and sexual wellness products with all an online subscription.
Look, life is stressful enough. Luckily, getting birth control and sexual wellness products can be one less thing you have to worry about.
With Pill Club, you'll never have to make that horrible trip to the doctor or wait in those lines at the pharmacy ever again. Pill Club delivers your birth control to your door in free, discreet packaging along with self-care gifts and goodies.
If you need to renew your birth control prescription, want to switch your birth control, or maybe try it for the first time, the Pill Club medical team has your back. Get help finding the best option, whether it's a brand you know or not.
With the Pill Club, it carries over 120 FDA-approved brands and ships to all 50 states. Most brands of birth control are free with insurance or Medicaid. Otherwise, prices start as low as $7 per month without insurance.
Oh my God. Want more? I bet you do. Their licensed medical team is just a text away to give you the best reproductive health care advice.
Right now, when you go to thepillclub.com/unwaxed, the Pill Club is offering a $10 donation to bedsider.org for every Unwaxed listener who becomes a patient. Your donation will help low-income individuals get access to birth control through bedsider.org.
That's thepillclub.com/unwaxed to get your first birth control care package and donate to help more women in need of affordable birth control. Remember, thepillclub.com/unwaxed. You must use the link to make a donation. Our next partner of the podcast is the iconic Athletic Greens. It is a product that Sophia and I actually started using because we wanted more energy.
Well, mostly because Athletic Greens doesn't taste like it's super healthy. It kind of has more of like a mild tropical taste that you can look forward to when you're using it in the morning.
So you're probably asking, Sophia, what is this stuff?
Yeah.
With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right.
So what does this special blend do? Well, it supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, focus, recovery, aging, it goes on and on.
Also, Athletic Greens is lifestyle friendly, so whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free.
So if you read the nutritional value and all that stuff like I do, it contains 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything, while still tasting good. It supports better sleep, which we all need, and recovery, and also supports mental clarity and alertness.
Multivitamins are so important just for anyone to take. Tons of people take some kind of multivitamin, and it's important to choose one with high-quality ingredients that your body will actually absorb, like Athletic Greens.
Athletic Greens is a great company, and it's super focused on sustainability. They are a climate-neutral certified company. In 2020, they purchased carbon credits that support projects protecting old-growth rainforests.
Additionally, for every purchase, they donate to organizations helping to get nutritious foods to kids in need, including No Kid Hungry here in the U.S. In 2020, Athletic Greens donated over 1.2 million meals to kids.
You guys, right now is time to reclaim your health and your immune system with the convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into flu and cold season. Just 1 scoop every single day, and that is it. There's no need for all those pills and supplements to look out for your health.
To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/unwaxed.
Again, that is athleticgreens.com/unwaxed, and take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Yay!
When we first met you,
Okay.
and that was in Florida, and
Yeah.
you were with Trevor. We met through Trevor. He had stand-up, and you were also there. But I feel like we kind of knew each other-ish.
I think it's like social media-ish.
Social media thing.
Yeah.
So when we walked in, we literally looked at each other. We go, "Stop it. We know
It's
him.
that guy.
It's that guy."
Oh, yeah. it's
I
that
want
guy.
you to know
Yeah.
that
You're
you
welcome.
taught 3 generations of Stallones how to make out.
Dude, you guys are really welcome. I'm literally trying to write a bit about this and I can't.
I kid you not. You taught me how to make out, and now
taught me
and
how
I
to make
quote,
out.
I've been told I'm a great kisser. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're welcome, dude.
So, wait, I really want to break this down.
Ask me whatever you want anytime you want.
Also, you
To
actually
give
look the
some-
exact same. As
Yeah,
you
you
did
don't age.
10
Funny,
years
thank
ago.
you.
You don't age. You're Benjamin Button.
Don't age.
To give the listeners some context, there's a Howcast video starring this gentleman of literally how to make out. And it gives in-depth detail of what to do. And
But you don't talk the
And
entire time.
wild.
You're like mute the
So
whole time.
This other
how
woman
the
talked too
hell
much.
did you get yourself in that scenario?
All right. So obviously my career was going great.
Wait, I want to see how many views this has.
Dude, don't.
I'm gonna
It's
see
like,
how many
I'm
views
telling you.
it has.
Over a million.
Over a million. Dude, there's like 50 of them and they all have over 20 like mil. It's nuts.
I remember when I was growing up, I didn't have older sisters to tell me anything. So, of course, I'm a researcher. So I go, okay, I'm going to go on
She said, "I'm
the
a
internet and YouTube
researcher."
and like look up. And that was the first video. And I go,
Yeah.
okay, like, yeah, What, how
I
many?
know. Don't. I mean,
How
dude,
many?
I'm telling you, there are.
Whoa.
Yeah, there are.
2.8 million views.
And that's just one video.
video.
You look like a
There's passionate kissing. There's French kiss.
Looks like a baby.
No, he looks the same.
Oh my god,
Baby.
cute.
Yeah, wait, so does she just ask you, can you do a makeup
The
video?
other one has 12 million? I'm
They're-
sorry.
It's all
Wow.
wild. My comedy was going well, so I literally had to call them and tell them to take my tag off all of them. Because when you would look me up, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd like to get tickets to this guy's show, you'd look me up and it 400 videos of that.
No.
No one's going to a comedy show if they're watching that.
By the way, that made us want to stay for your entire set. We were fangirling so hard.
The fact
couldn't
that we
believe it.
fangirled over that, we looked at him, we're like,
I feel like that's like my youth.
It was
No
my youth.
offense. Like,
you were my child.
You
How
were-
old? We're like acting like you're 80 years old.
I had to get like a lawyer involved. Like it was like it wasn't
Really?
crazy because they were actually being nice, but like they weren't being so forthcoming up top, and I
Yeah.
had to like work them through it. But it was a business issue. Like
Yeah.
again, like I feel it. Yes, I feel like the nostalgia of like oh cool, blah, 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 like because he like listened or taught me how to kiss. I'll go to a show,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But it's like that's not what you want as
No,
a comic.
no, no.
You want people to like
No,
look at
no.
a bit and be like oh sick, he's funny. Let me go.
but did you know when you were doing that video that you were going to be a comic?
I was. It was pitched to me like I was going to be like the comic relief of this. And so I was going to come in and the whole like idea of me actually kissing was never put forward. And then this is my story. No, like what was sorry, crying.
Triggered.
But yeah, the idea of like kissing
Yeah.
was never like positioned to me. It was always like this YouTube person is gonna like talk about kissing, and you're gonna be like, women
Yeah,
are weird.
throw a
like,
liner in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And most of what I quote unquote did for comic relief wasn't put in there, and it was just very much like
Just straight
Oh,
to the
just
point.
straight-
just
learning
straight
how
to the
to
point.
kiss.
Yeah, and then like everything I kept was like, you know, whatever. She'd be like, "How do you? What is your?" And I would like give my take, like a serious take.
Yeah.
So it looked like
Like it was
You
just
got
too-
bamboozled.
I did. I got bamboozled, and I left the studio being like, whatever, bro. It's not gonna be seen. Like it doesn't matter.
my
it does not
God.
matter.
Well,
I made it with a stranger for like 12 hours. Like this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Have you ever seen her since?
Yeah.
You guys pen pals?
Once after, and then we like sorta kept in touch ish.
Okay.
And then and then I think like I don't know how long after, but it went nuts. And there was like an ish like reality show pitch that we we're
No
gonna do, whatever.
way.
I'm so happy that nothing
No,
went through.
but it's
Oh my
kind of crazy.
God.
Now you realize like how many people can't kiss.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
it's
lot
a
of people need
problem.
help.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big issue.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, I cannot believe that video has 12 million views.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because people don't know how to do the proper. I mean, I was like 12 maybe when I was watching
I think
it.
I was in high school.
Like,
But that's the generation. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
well, I don't know how to do something. I don't know how to change a light bulb. What do I do on YouTube? But I don't know how to blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
So that's, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if that's like the first compilation of its kind, but like maybe.
I haven't seen anything like this though anywhere else.
Well, I think the SAO on that is so crazy that
Yeah.
there probably is, but it's just
Oh, yeah.
buried. It makes total sense.
Does it haunt you today?
Thank God does not. Like I
Okay.
kind of like just like leaned into it a little bit, and then because every so often I get that's the guy from the Howcast thing.
Do people come up to you and recognize you from that? Like
Thank
us?
Dude,
Like
thank
us.
God it's way more like comedy related.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
you're the guy from whatever. So thank God. But yeah, I mean, it was. I think when it started kind of going a little viral, like I was like still like doing shows at like colleges and stuff,
Yeah.
and that was like a little bizarre.
Yeah, right.
People would be like, hey, blah blah blah, but. Again, there are definitely comments on like TikTok, whatever. If I post a video, be like, "Hey, that's the guy from whatever." But it's like very much died down.
Oh,
Good.
Thank
Well,
God.
if you're making a bit about it,
I just need to sit down and work on it. But like I've tried to, I brought up the idea a few times on stage, and the response, because I think there are a lot of people that just already know or are trying to figure it out.
yes.
Yeah.
I
So if
agree.
I say it's what, and I was like, yeah, videos blah kissing, and like not the whole audience, but a lot of people
go,
are like, let's fucking go. Like they.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you have a girlfriend now, because she saw the video and she was like, "Who's that guy?" And
It's exactly,
It's
it's
exactly
exactly the
what happened. It was
reason.
like a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
kisser.
No, it has nothing to do with anything else.
So, to pivot about your stand-up comedy career, when Sophia and I saw you on stage, I couldn't even believe the amount of energy that you can exude.
Yeah.
Like you are yelling, you're fun, you're calling people out. I mean, I was getting hyped up just watching.
You're really good at riffing with
You're
people that
so
are like heckling
good. You
or
have this like
anything.
natural ability just to, even doing a podcast, so you just know how to naturally riff off of people. Have you always been that way?
I think so. I think I was always sort of like the class clown, sort of like, oh, I don't know who'll do it. Oh, Michael do it type of person.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I mean, dude, even at like a really early age, like I remember like I remember literally the moment I made like my mom laugh when she was like mad at me. Like when I remember I was like 6. I remember this so distinctly. And she was like kind of being mad at me. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something and I diffused the entire moment. And she started dying. And then she just like forgot about why I was in trouble.
Oh,
and then I was like,
genius.
oh, bet.
I'm gifted.
Bet. This is a cool skill that I have.
Perfect.
And even like in school, like getting like grades and stuff. And I think I was like raised by women. And so like as a dude and being raised by women, you sort of like, you understand dudes because you are one.
Yeah.
And you understand women. I mean, obviously everyone's so complex, but on like, if I'm painting with a broad brush, I feel like I do
understand it
You get
more
the
than
psyche
someone
more.
else.
yeah, I get it more. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it more. So even like with that skill and then also like comedy, like in high school, dude, I would like get grades that I for sure didn't deserve. Like my French teacher would give me grades that I failed everything. And then she'd be like, man, you gotta be. And like would just give me
I love that.
So it's just like that, like the
You had really good communication with them and like the understanding.
Yeah. And just like humor just started getting me things. And I was like, oh, this is
awesome.
like pretty sick.
Did humor
Honestly,
get you
wow.
girls in high school?
Yeah.
I bet it did. I feel like every girl looks for the funny person.
Yeah. And also like, again, with like being raised by women, it's like so many of my dudes friends are being like too aggressive or not just fucking listening and being like, well, just literally just that piece of it. I'm
That's
just like,
all women want.
dude, that's
Just to listen.
just to listen. And like I just knew just innately all of that stuff. So like all my guy friends like asked me for advice and blah, blah, blah. And so like, but yes, to answer your question, like the getting the girls thing is like being like a little bit funny and then like just listening and
He's
just
a triple threat. He's tall, he's funny, and he listens.
tall.
You're tall.
5'9".
Take the compliment.
Oh, no, but I don't want people. I don't want people out here like, dude. I get that all the time. Literally on meet and greets. No, but that's the problem. After like an hour and 10 minutes on stage, and I have a bunch of stuff about, oh, I wish I was bigger, blah, 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 all this kind of shit. They still will come up to me, like, take a picture of me, and be like, dude, you're way taller on stage. Every fucking time.
Well,
And
you're
it's
like, yeah, I'm on an elevated platform 5 feet higher than
100%.
you.
Oh my
But
God.
dude, even like bookers, like I'll walk into a comedy club and they're like, your poster looks like you're taller. I'm like, dude.
Oh my
Dude.
God. You're like, is that a requirement?
Yeah. And I don't know what about my headshot makes me, I don't know. I think my shoulders, and I feel like if you just look at this piece, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you have broad shoulders.
Do you think the shorter you are, the funnier you get?
Yes. Dude, I swear to God, if I was like 6'2", I'd be the most unfunny person in the entire world.
Because you don't have to
need
try.
You don't need it.
Why is it that the taller you are, you just think that you don't have to do anything
Because
to get
they
anyone's
don't.
Because you
attention?
don't.
'Cause you
Because
don't.
there are so many people. Dude, it's just
But
like
you do, kind of.
I used to be
Sort
the
of.
girl that would go after guys because I thought they were tall.
Sophia wouldn't date below 6'3".
Well, that was because I had a
Shut
worked. My
your-
ex was 6'7".
well, that's just too tall.
So now in my head is
That is too tall.
It was too tall.
That's just too
but
tall.
But then when I started going out and dating, I thought everyone was short, but he was just
thought
absurdly
everyone-
tall because my mindset was used to that.
Wait, how tall is your girlfriend?
5'3".
Oh, she's small.
She has to be.
she has to be.
Petite.
But
She has
is
to
Do you
be.
tall.
like petite girls?
That
I
works
do.
for you.
I do like petite because I'm small. Like I'm small. I'm like I like to be way more dominant, like
Yeah.
in bed. So I can't. I've tried it.
Yeah.
Like in New York, there's a girl that was like 5'9". I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's just not for me.
It doesn't
That's
work.
fair.
Like I
You
can't.
can't throw her on the bed like a.
Buddy, yes.
She gotta have.
Is
be
that a
rag
big
doll.
deal for guys? Like if you can't pick up your girl and throw her on the bed?
For me, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But there's definitely dudes who like can kind of be a sub and a dominant, but like for me to be a sub is so violently disgusting.
Oh, you
It's
can't
just-
do that.
No, dude. It's so no.
No, it just doesn't work
Oh,
for you.
but what if
just-
she's like, Michael, like, please, like, let me
Tie you up.
tie you
whip
up
chains
and like put a bag on
for
your
a
head.
whole hour.
No.
No.
You can't.
No.
No.
Oh.
No. Because here's the thing, like, and I feel like everyone has the ability to do this, but like I can, if I walk myself through something, I will walk myself through something. Like I will like I'll feel like how like I will smell the room. I'll feel how like the chains feel. Like I'll walk myself through it. Not to again, not like this. I'll be very specific on how I feel.
Okay.
So I can make a choice if I give myself a moment. And so I'm not like making this choice kind of this like kind of blank choice. I've walked myself through it. It's gross to me. The choking, the spitting, all that kind of stuff. Like that's so hot to me. And the inverse.
Yeah, no. It's not for you.
It's not for you.
It's just not for me.
Different strokes for different folks.
And bro, I'm into so much shit. So like,
Has she always been very open too? Does it just work like that?
It works really well because she's very much like that person who's like
open.
Very open, but like in the streets, dude, she's like works for tech and she's like, you know, she like does big business, bro.
That.
So she's like,
how did you snatch that?
I don't know.
He's funny.
He's like Hinge.
Honestly, for real.
He's funny.
No, it was on
Girls
Raya.
love that.
Oh, it's Raya?
Raya.
I never saw a successful dating story, so congratulations. You're my first.
On Raya?
Yeah. I just always think that it never works out.
Dude, I was on Raya for 2 weeks.
What? Weeks?
Yeah. I was doing the whole like Bumble, whatever,
All right, well,
whatever.
what was your first message? What hooked her in?
Dude, I don't even know. I don't know. I think a lot of people are like, what do you say? And I think people forget the
basics.
Hey,
the basics.
How are you?
Right.
What the hell happened?
You know what?
To hey, how are you?
When guys do the most, sometimes they'll send us the dog emoji, and then under it they'll be like, "Sorry, my dog ran into your DMs, but while I'm here, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh God."
Kill me.
The most.
Kill me.
Most.
And I feel like people think today we need to be so intricate about the messages we send.
We don't.
Honestly, I'll notice a message saying, "Hey, how are you?"
That's it.
Yeah.
Because hey, how are you? Cool. Not a psycho.
Yeah,
hopefully, you click on the profile.
Hopefully.
Okay, he's 6'7". I'm in.
You
know.
6'7", perfect. You don't have to say anything actually.
So circling back to your openness about talking about like your kinks and your likes and whatever. So you are very vulnerable on your podcast and while you're doing stand-up about what you like. Does your girlfriend ever get like annoyed with you that you're kind of sharing details or?
It is a learning curve. I think we are learning how to figure out how to be me, but understand that I'm representing the team. And we are learning day by day to try to figure out, not even like the line, but just try to figure out how I can be 100% like my authentic self, but also understand that I still need to handle the moment to moment in a respectful way towards her. And let me tell you something, dude.
Balancing.
It's a very fine balance, and I have done well in a lot of places. I've fucked up in places, and then we have those conversations, and she's like emotionally mature, she's open, and so we can sit down and have dialogues, and we're in the process of figuring it out. Because it's also just like,
how long has it been?
8 months.
Oh, mazel tov.
Is that the longest you've been in a relationship?
No, I was in a relationship. I think the longest one was like three and a half years.
What happened?
Sophia.
No, ask me. I much rather.
What happened?
Yeah, tell me.
happened?
Tell me.
Whips and chains.
Were you
what?
heartbroken?
What?
Was it the worst year of your life?
Yeah,
Did she dominate you?
No.
Oh.
No, I can't do it.
You can't.
I can't do
I
it.
was like, that could have been the
Established this, you
ender.
can't.
That could have been the finisher.
Oh no, I can't do it.
She suggested being dominant. He's like,
like,
done.
yeah.
3
After
years.
2.5 years, I know your mom. Get the fuck here. Yeah. I mean, so the 3-year one was I met her and I was like, this girl is so fucking cool, and we connected so much. But the chemistry was off, and we were pushing that away, like the sexual chemistry. We were pushing that away because the compatibility was so strong.
Right.
And so we had so much fun, and we were laughing, and we
great
liked the same.
friendship.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that lasted, 3 years. It lasted 3 years, and eventually we were just like, dude, we were not. I'm a hypersexual person, and we were just, and she is too. But I just was like, I don't want to. I had
I don't think people realize that that's such an important part when you're dating, especially in our age. Like, people don't prioritize the sexual chemistry. They just think that like an emotional one is enough, but it's really not.
Or vice versa.
Yes, or vice versa. Yeah, or vice versa. It's all sex, and you're like, this person.
Like, who is this person actually? Then you sit at dinner, you're like, oh my God, we'd have nothing to talk about.
So she was more of like a friend.
She was not even like a best friend, sister type thing. Because once we got through that initial kind of like bubble, the sex was really good.
Right.
But it was just weird. Like, I just don't want to.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so there was just a call.
And she felt the same way? Or was it more one-sided?
It was a little bit more one-sided.
Yeah.
And she was also like, a type of person that wouldn't advance.
Yeah.
She would say she always wanted to, but I would have to advance, and I never wanted to. So with my girlfriend after that and my girlfriend currently, both of them were very much like, let's fucking go.
Oh,
Like,
and
willing.
It's willing and
Yeah.
like open and like doing, you know, even just like, just simple, just making advances.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how fucking important that was to me. And like I advanced too, but having the girl advance as well is really nice for a dude. Like it's
Right.
really nice. You don't have to always be like, hey baby, blah, blah, blah.
Right,
It's
right.
nice for a girl to like want to take your
Did
clothes
you
off as
know
well.
that when you met your current girlfriend that she was probably going to be your girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I knew there was like opportunity. Yeah, you know, you sit down with someone, and you're like, oh, dude, absolutely not.
Right.
But dude, she was like super smart from a good family. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So initially, I was like, oh, she's super cool. We got along. She's like successful. So I was like, all right, sick. And then yeah, dude, the first time we like hooked up, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I honestly think
Yeah.
about like, because I mean, isn't there that thing like post-nut clarity that after you have sex with someone, you really
Either you want to lie with them or you want them.
That, but also like the act itself.
Right.
Because like I don't want to teach. I hate to have to like hold someone's hand through, and I've tried it. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
you're like, I'm over it.
I'm over it, right?
Yeah.
So, but with her, it's like we have great sex, and she's super open in that regard too. And I think the coolest part about her is she is, you know, that whole like lady in the streets, freaking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like she's that, bro.
Oh,
Like
she sounds awesome.
dude, she's sick, man. You guys would love her. She's super.
Yeah.
she's
Yeah, I want
super
to be
dope.
friends with her so people talk sex and tech and we'll
Yeah,
have
I
all
love sex
sorts
and
of
tech.
conversations.
Sex and tech. Oh, dude, new podcast, bro.
I know.
Sex and tech.
Good one.
Name. Who knew
She's
that?
got to host it though. So I want to talk about your
Yeah.
podcast, Stiff Socks, which
Yeah.
is top 50 in all comedy podcasts.
Bro, yes.
What the
It's-
hell? That's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, it's having the show in the last like 4 or 5 months is having like a moment. Like it's doing stupid.
Well,
right
I'll
now.
tell you this. I'm a subscriber and
You
an
are?
avid listener. I honestly love your show because I listen to a lot of female podcasts, but I feel like when I listen to you and Trevor talk, it's like I'm dissecting into a male's brain.
Yeah.
And I love hearing the different opinions and just boy talk because it's
Yeah.
kind of like mindless, no offense, but it's like
No.
fun. You guys just riff and it's so much fun and you tell hysterical stories. And there's one I listened to recently and I was like, I must ask you about it.
Yeah.
You're basically like a cat with 9 lives. I feel like you've had so many different jobs and career
Yeah.
paths. And
Yeah.
one of them was
Yeah.
you were like a male dancer. Were you like a stripper or something?
So
what
this
happened?
is so funny, dude.
You were a
Yeah.
male dancer?
So this is so funny. So
Exotic dancer? What do you want
to
to
put
call
it shortly, yes.
Wow.
But like, think of like what's that show? Chippendales, right?
Yeah.
So think of that, but like packaged in more of like a Broadway show thing. Like,
I can't picture it. So I'm,
So
I'm
you're-
watching like Hamilton on
no, not that.
like Channing Tatum.
100%
version.
not that sophisticated, but it's like it wasn't so much. It was definitely like Chippendales-esque, right? It was definitely like,
Okay.
oh, number, and all the girls like take your fucking shirt off, like it was.
And you do.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, but there was. It is so funny to say this, but there was a narrative. Like there was.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
so
a
it
storyline,
wasn't.
there's a
It
plot.
was.
What was the plot?
Dude, I don't fucking
There's
know.
some peaks
I
and
mean,
valleys.
it was essentially it was just a mask narrative to get into the next number, so the bachelorettes could see you without a shirt on. Like literally, like that
Got
was
it.
it. But it wasn't as aggressive as like a Chippendales.
How do you get that confidence to do that?
That was literally like my first thing that I booked in New York, and my buddy. I was working at a restaurant.
Were
and
you
my-
on Broadway?
But no, it was off Broadway. But like my buddy,
Okay.
was working at a restaurant with me,
Yeah.
and he like pitched me the idea. He's like, "I'm doing this thing. I think you'd be good at it. Whatever." And he's like still one of my best friends ever. And yeah, I mean, there's obviously like comedy elements to it, but yeah, I mean, so I dude, my audition was.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What was
I'm trying
it?
to think of
What was
No.
it?
my audition, I went to see their practice or
Okay.
their rehearsal, whatever. And the producer came up to me and he was like, "So I heard that you're interested in being part of the cast." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'd love to. Like, it looks really fun. I have a bunch of I had like 3 friends already in it." And he's like, "Cool. So like, this is kind of weird, but I'm gonna ask you to like, I need to see you without a shirt on." And I was like, "Oh, dude, yeah, no problem." So I took
Your
my shirt
game.
off. Took my shirt off, and he goes, "Yep, cool. So you're in." You just rehearsals. All this is.
No.
Wait.
Yes.
So you didn't have to like.
No, I didn't
Do
have
a
to
box
dance.
step?
I didn't have.
Did you work out or anything?
I don't know any other dance
Did you
moves.
sit up
Me either.
before going into this?
No. I was just watching. I didn't know what the hell he was gonna do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, until he was just like, let me see it, and I was
Like
like,
pants
all right.
next.
Wait.
Yeah,
So,
dude, that's what I thought I was gonna go.
did your dad also go to one of your shows?
Yes, dude, my dad.
What?
So this is well. First of all, my dad and I have a very unique relationship. Like he's he's obviously my dad. And he loves me and supports me, whatever. But we have a crazy open relationship. I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think he's helped me because he was so open to me when I was young. Like I'm talking about like 10, 11 young. He was like telling me like wild shit. And so I think like that aided in my ability to like not be embarrassed to like talk about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, he came to that show and he didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
He's all like proud of his son that he like son had an
off-Broadway.
off-Broadway show exactly in New York.
performer, yeah.
Yeah, in New York. And he brought my stepmom was there. Bro, and
were they front row?
I don't remember where they were. But it's like that, that whole like shirt off and that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
grinding on bachelorettes and all that kinds of stuff.
Stop.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't Cats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
This isn't Jersey Boys.
yeah. Where's the singing? There actually was singing.
There was
He was singing.
Dude, there was
a dude
Did you
all.
solo?
No. There
funny.
are 3 or 4 members that are actually currently on Broadway.
Mm.
Like Broadway. There's 2 that are in Aladdin and 1 that's I can't remember the show.
Oh, so this is like legit.
Oh, dog, they're like people on that show were hyper talented.
Oh, wow.
But it's one of those things where like you're like, dude, I'd rather do this than work at a restaurant and
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
why
take this
not?
money and then you just keep auditioning for other things.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who are like really
This is like
talented. on
Magic
that.
Mike.
Yes.
Like honestly, you guys were kind of the first Magic Mikes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Magic Mike was a
that's
thing.
awesome.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
that's so funny.
it was just such a funny thing. After the show was over, and my dad and my stepmom were there. Their like reaction to it was like that. Fucking yeah, dude. Like if great. Like they didn't know how to react.
You have to make a bit about that. That's so funny.
I know. I
Trip
get,
from the makeout king to becoming
the makeout king.
Make out king.
Chippendales dancer to now stand up.
How do you write a bit?
Like honestly, it's an experience that sometimes I just get emotionally charged over. And I'll just like jot down a note on my phone. And I do a lot of my writing when I'm like walking. Like I'll just take a walk around my neighborhood or walk with my dog.
Yeah.
And the act of walking for some odd reason, it kind of mirrors a little bit of being on stage, like the movement.
Yeah.
And then, so that's kind of how I write. I'll like walk and kind of like I'll have headphones in but no music, and then I'll just like talk. Like I'll just talk a bit, and I'm like, and I'm like, ooh, that's funny, and I'll sit down and I'll write that piece. Like sit down on the
that's
curb,
cool.
write it, get up, and then keep going. That's
What
sort of
about
how
when
I
you're
write.
on stage, when you're not doing well and you're maybe bombing and people
Yeah.
are not reacting? Like, how do you keep it going? And
Well, I
not
don't
take
bomb. I'm
yourself-
so fucking talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eh.
He's like, I just take my shirt off and start grinding.
That's actually funny. You should just take your shirt off anytime no
All
one's
us
saying
Let me
Bills.
tell you something, ladies. Look. There was hilarious. There were early times in my career where you start stand up, you're just not funny. You're just not funny. It takes
I
5
would
years to
bomb.
get remotely funny, right?
Right.
Oh, wow.
So there are times where you're just bombing, and there's 2 times where I took my shirt off, and it was.
Wait, you really did?
Yeah, dude, because like one, I just was stupid, man. I like didn't understand how like the ecosystem of comedy worked. So
Right.
I would go on stage with like the tightest V-neck in the world, and I'm like, guys, how come no one's paying attention to me? It's like, what am I fucking doing? So there was a lot of times like. Not a lot of times, it literally happened twice, where like I'm not doing well, whatever, and then like I'd take a pause, and then just some dude be like, whatever, dude, take your shirt off, like.
Yeah.
And there was one time where I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, I took my shirt off, and then as soon as I did it, I'm like, now what, you idiot?
Yeah,
Like
now
in
you're
my head,
shirtless.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
this
you're
is-
bombing.
yeah, dude, and now I'm just making it worse. So there was, yeah,
You're literally naked emotionally
yes,
and physically.
yes, and
Wow.
just bombing.
Oh my god.
See that, like when someone would heckle me, I would literally be like, no, you shut up and start crying because I'd get nervous.
You're good at the comebacks with hecklers.
Well, dude, now I
so
love
good.
it. Now I love it.
You want it.
Hold on, if you guys come to my show, don't do it. But like, I do love if I'm like doing crowd work or someone's like for some reason like kind of talking in the corner, like kind of on their phone, or
Yeah.
even somebody yells out something. I actually like it because one, it's like it's a unique moment in the
Yeah.
show,
Right.
and there's so much comedy
Yeah.
in people yelling something.
What do
Yeah.
comedians truly feel when there is a heckler? Do you guys just absolutely hate them?
There are certain people that absolutely hate them, and there's certain people that like it. It for me personally, it really just depends on where I'm at in
Right.
my set, and if I'm working on something new, or I'm like actually trying to get something accomplished,
Yeah.
like again, like working on something new, if someone yells out some shit, I fucking hate it. Because I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to do this. If I'm like riffing and talking to you, because I usually do a bunch of crowd work up top.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing that and somebody else says something, cool, let's talk, let's whatever. But when I like switch gears, I'm in like material mode.
Yeah.
And if I'm like working on something new, if someone yells out something, I'm fucking pissed. Because then it's like, dude, we're done this.
Right,
I don't, now it's, you shut up, you can be silent, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, let me do this.
I think they also forget that this is your job.
Of course.
Like, this is your career. It's like, I wouldn't go to someone's office place and start playing like the tambourine and be like, wake up! Like, it's
Although
just
I
like
feel like you
distracting.
can also get the opposite, because I'm assuming you probably have groupies
Yes.
that are now wearing sandals front row at your stage because your bit about
Do they
your
really?
love for feet is so hysterical.
Thank you.
Like, you're just such a foot makeout king.
Yeah.
So do girls actually wear like open-toed shoes now
Yes,
for you?
I get crazy amount of DMs being like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my pedicure. What color should I think?" Yeah, dude. And and in the front row, literally put feet up, like just like, in joking way. But here's the thing that I've run into now, and it sounds. I don't mean it to sound like I'm not grateful for all this because I really am. But there is downsides to all this. When people are excited to see you, it's like you can be too excited. Yeah. And it is weird to have to kick someone out of a show that's like wearing your merch. And it's this weird thing where I'm like, guys, I'm so happy that you're excited. But now you're ruining the show. Dude, I was in San Francisco and you guys know the floor monitors on the stage? Okay. So I literally, this couple like would not shut up. And in a very excited, like I would say, whatever, a punch on about Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And they'd be like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like they would just,
like, shut up.
they're just excited, right?
Yeah.
But they're ruining momentum. They're ruining it for other people.
The vibe, the comedic timing of it. Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking music, man. So if you're getting in there, it ruins it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I literally had to sit on the floor monitor. Like, and it was a big stage. So I'm like sitting eye to eye. Like I had to like get like a father. And I was like, guys. Gave him like a fucking full talking, like you're being selfish. All these people paid all this
while
money.
you're on stage.
Oh, while I'm on stage.
Mid-performance.
And I go for like a minute and a half, like explaining how like selfish they're being.
Does everyone else hear it? Do you have the mic to your mouth while you're doing
everyone hears,
Oh
right?
my God, it's like
Did
being
they
in the
stop?
principal's office.
Very principal office, right? And the problem with doing that, and why I don't do that a lot, is because I'm super silly on stage. So if I break the facade of silliness, and then I'm like blah blah blah, getting very serious, and then I got to go back to silly me. It's a weird transition, dude.
No, it's weird because you have, I mean, we even say this like with our podcast, like we talk about things, we over dramatize things. Like you make it more of a, I mean, our show's called Unwaxed. Like we're trying to make comedy.
Yeah.
And that's the same for you. It's like, I don't think people remember like you're also a person that also has other sides where I'm like actually much more introverted or I like to have serious conversations.
Especially when you're on stage memorizing an act and you're performing for people. Oh my God. It's like what's the difference between singing a song and someone's like, you suck?
Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck.
But dude, there's so much more respect. And to your earlier point, you were like, at like a Broadway show or when people are playing music, nobody talks. Nobody yells out shit.
Yeah.
It's wild. And for some odd reason, comedy, they feel, I don't know if it's a sense of entitlement or they feel like the ecosystem of a comedy club, they're like, they've seen it on TV or they just feel as though they're allowed to do it.
I think it's more, maybe they feel like you're saying things that they can relate to.
Yes.
So you guys are at a comfortable friendship.
We're having a conversation.
A conversation.
Yes.
So
No, I totally
that's
agree.
probably
And
what
then
it
the
is.
Broadway show is like,
They're
singing
singing,
about.
I'm like opera. I'm like, I can't relate to that unless you
can't-
want me to start to harmonize, but I'll ruin the show.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
I will heckle.
100%. Yeah, so it definitely feels, and that's the point, right? The point is like we're all having a conversation. We're all like becoming like one crowd or one person in a crowd. So it's like that's the point. But I think you're right. Like it's like they feel as though we're having a conversation. So now I can talk.
Right.
God,
I could ask you questions about comedy forever, but we'll wrap up the show.
Let's do it.
With some rapid fire questions.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay. Are you gonna start?
Oh, yeah.
Go crazy.
What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
Joe Rogan is in fact Elon Musk.
Ooh.
They are the same person.
Oh, that's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
And if you
I
think
can
about
see
it,
that.
you've never seen him in the same room before.
Didn't they do an interview together?
Yes, they've done a bunch. But they were the same person, and that's how editing works. You guys weren't there.
Elon
You're
Musk
right.
could
You guys
also
weren't
make
there.
a body double.
CGI.
Exactly.
CGI.
You guys weren't there.
If you could fight one celebrity in the ring, who would it be?
Can you give me a little more details? Are we talking about like, is there like money involved, or am I just fighting?
Okay, there's $1 million fight,
But
and you're
it's
just
more
fighting them.
purely like, I'd like to punch this person.
Oh,
You just want to fight them.
Yeah.
Word. Okay, this is good. Oh man, I don't really hate anybody, but like who has like a very punchable face?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love punchable faces.
Here's a weird one.
Yeah.
And if he wants to fight me, I'll definitely fight him. Bryce Hall. And I think a lot of people feel this way. I don't know
Honestly, I
why.
feel like that's not the first time.
I'd step in there too.
Right, and I
Yeah.
don't. And listen, I'm sure if I sat down one-on-one, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
You're like, I just want to hit you.
I want to fight you.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's a fucking nerd. He's a very insecure nerd, and he's like, meh, meh. And I'm like, I'll kill you.
I will kill you.
Yeah.
I will also dance at the same time.
Yes, sure
Yeah.
off. Let's go.
Okay, if you cloned yourself, do you think you guys would be friends?
Wow.
Your face just went blank.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I think if I was in like performative mode, I think it would be hard for two people in that same mode to
Yeah.
be friends.
No,
but
but
I
if
think
he's sitting right here and you're talking to him, do you think you could be friends with him?
yes, I do.
Like casual friends?
Yeah, I really do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good actually. 'Cause if you said no, think about that. If you couldn't be friends with yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Well, that's I think we all hate ourselves on some level.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god, I hate myself.
you hate yourself?
Sistine, oh.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, we all. I mean, I think
I'd
that'd be.
fight me in the ring.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I really would. Interesting question, Sophia. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Whoa. A full-grown elephant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
full one. How many chickens?
Full-grown chickens?
They can
Oh,
be
they're at their
steroided up
peak.
too.
At their peak?
They're knocking, yeah. They're
No,
at
they're
their
like
peak.
extra roided. They're like kind of buff chickens.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah,
They're
Jack.
They can be jack chickens.
Yeah, they can be jack chickens.
I think
different.
I think chickens now are jacked. Like, you
Yeah,
see how
they're
big these
all
goddamn eggs
jacked.
are?
Yeah.
They're
So
actually like they have
stuff in
pecs.
GMOs.
You see the chickens with pecs?
Yeah.
Okay, these
Hold on,
chickens
shit.
have pecs.
So chickens all female, right? Because roosters are the dudes and chickens are the. Is that real? That's real.
So
Okay.
Oh my God, I
these
learned
female
something
chickens
new.
are jacked.
Jacked
Yeah.
women chickens.
And there's a
Women
giant
chicken.
elephant. How
a
many do you
giant
think?
elephant. I'm gonna go with. I think. Also, chickens are vicious. If you know.
Yeah, they're
I,
persistent.
I think. I think about 300 chickens could fuck an elephant up.
yeah,
I thought
easily.
you were gonna say 50.
Easily.
I was like,
No,
You get
no,
the
no, no,
eyes,
no.
they'll go into
Bro.
the trunk.
Yeah.
they'll get all
I
that
think
stuff.
300 chickens would eat an elephant up and then make a piano out of it.
Oh,
yeah.
God. That actually would be scary. Okay, so worst name to have. If you were
Orville Redenbacher.
I'm sorry?
That's horrible.
That's a horrible name.
Orville Redenbacher in 2022.
Orville?
Hello, welcome to Starbucks. What's the name on the order? Orville Redenbacher?
Orville.
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 Orville Redenbacher.
Orville.
Orville.
Where did you come up with
I have no
Orville?
idea. It's Orville Redenbacher's a popcorn, and I just thought how horrible it
Oh my God.
Orville Redenbacher.
That's so
I mean, dude, think
funny.
about that in bed. Like, you're just like saying it. Like,
Orville.
you would have to call him daddy. There's no
What do
way.
you think he wears?
You have
What do you
to
think he
call
looks
him
like? I feel like
daddy.
he would have a mustache. But I also feel like he'd be definitely nearsighted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to
I think an ascot. Definitely. He would wear an ascot in the shower. Like, I think
Oh,
he was
easily.
very, yeah.
Yes, I
He'd be
completely
the guy
agree.
that you briefly met at the airport. He'd be that guy.
100%.
His name should for sure have been Orville.
100. He's such
Actually,
an
he looks
Orville.
like a-
He's such
he
an.
looks like an
He
Or-
looks. I'm gonna show you a
he
photo.
looks like
Looks
an
like an
Please.
Orville. Wow. Okay.
Sidebar, I'm going to get in here real quick. I want to ask you a question. So you said you looked at his feet or looked at his shoes?
Yeah.
When you guys look at shoes or hands, so if you look at a guy's feet
Yeah. Oh
and
my
he's wearing
gosh.
like an size 8'7", are you like, fucking, he got
I
a small
don't
dick.
notice the size of a guy's feet, but I do notice their hands.
I noticed
That's
their
like the
hands,
first
too.
thing I look at.
I noticed the
So,
veins.
do you look at like size of hands? Or you look at like hand structure?
I like
That
hand
is
structure.
such an interesting question. Because
Actually,
hand
size.
structure, what does that mean? Like it's just built
built
different.
well.
Yeah, just like if the cuticle's fucked up or like, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff.
I like clean hands, but I do like stronger hands.
Word. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
total sense.
I think
But
I'm
it-
gonna go big hands.
So you look
yeah.
at a dude and he had like tiny hands.
Yeah,
You'd be
I'm
like,
done.
Really?
Well, I'm
And
not
for that
done,
reason,
but I'm like,
I'm out.
yeah, for that reason, I'm out. I don't know.
What's the size of a...
I have big hands. Look how big my hands are. Huge.
Okay.
Like bigger than most men. I
What
would
size
say.
shoe do you wear?
Oh.
Oh,
Sick.
10.5.
10 and a half?
Yeah.
Bruh.
What toenail polish?
White.
I'm wearing white. I'm wearing white.
So,
Wow.
there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. How many second graders do you think you could fight off before you become overwhelmed?
Are they like vicious ones?
No, like a normal second grader.
Okay, because in my head, a second grader, if I hit a second grader square in the head and he knocks to the ground, the other ones are like, fuck that, and walk away.
That's true,
But
I
they're
guess.
just vicious and they're just,
Yeah.
okay, so they're all
Yeah, they're
like
amped up on.
They got, like,
what are those
rabies.
things?
Monster.
Like, what's those like little
Monster
packets?
energy.
No, what are the-
Lunchables.
No, the packets. The little like juice
Crustables.
packets. No, the ones they used to drink. in the-
Ocean spray. No,
Tacos.
No, the
Capri Suns.
Capri Suns.
I knew I was going to get it. I love this game.
Go-gurt.
Go-Gurt. Oh, I love Go-Gurt.
I love Go-Gurt.
I think I could.
Pops. Okay, I'm done.
I think over. I think about 10? I think I take about 10.
And then you get
10's a
overwhelmed.
lot.
10 is a lot. Here's the
Yeah.
problem. I would have to kick him because I'm breaking a hand.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to.
I could maybe just Street Fighter push him on the ground, maybe.
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
just
because
GTA
second graders
style.
are small, bro.
Yeah, they
Like,
are
they're
small.
small.
They
Yeah.
are small. I feel like, if they're like jacked up on Capri Sun, I feel like they would keep going. But what if they keep getting up?
Dude, have you ever pushed someone that's smaller than you, like give them a big push? It's really easy to push
I
someone
can't
that's small.
say that
on
I
the ground.
have.
That's true. I have.
Really?
you?
Well, my sister is 2 years older than me, right? So like she always used to beat my ass. And I
Me?
remember the moment.
Sophie used to beat my ass all the time.
What's
I'm older.
You're okay. So she always used to like
Yeah.
beat my ass. And there was I remember when I was in 6th grade, she tried to push me and I like took it
Mm-hmm.
and then I pushed her hard as shit to the ground. And
Mm.
I was like, we both had that moment like, oh, this shit's over. This dynamic has changed.
You actually
Don't
don't
fuck with
realize
me
how
again.
strong people are.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you think, oh yeah, if I got like pinned down, like I could probably get up. You don't know someone's ability to be like really strong.
Yeah,
when
we're
you're
also
pinned down.
talking second graders.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
you don't know their strength, man. Give them a break.
I will push so many second graders to the ground
Okay,
aggressively.
We're gonna
Honestly,
we're
if
gonna
I feel
test
like I
that.
had a bad day, like that would feel really good.
It would.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever went to those rooms you can break shit? What's that called?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
did?
Oh,
I
yeah.
went
Oh,
recently.
for a date. Yeah, we're both for dates.
Yeah.
Fucking dates you go on, dude.
Yeah,
A
this
lot.
one was.
Wait, it was actually so much fun.
I'm sure.
Oh my
really
God, you get a drink before, go at night.
Yeah.
You do get, by the way, you get winded and you realize you have zero cardio ability. Like, what is it called? Cardiovascular ability? I don't even know.
That
how to
works.
say it. Yeah,
Sure, it
whatever.
works.
It's really
Cardiovascular
fun. I'm not done.
abilities.
Seriously, after like, I think 10 minutes, you get winded.
Really? That
Yeah,
makes no
because
Because
sense.
you're whacking all this stuff.
No, if you're fighting with your girlfriend, like just say, let's just hash it out. Let's go to break room. And you guys feel so much better.
Oh yeah.
100%.
If you do therapy and then that, boy,
Wow.
boy,
Couples therapy,
That's a great
and then you hit
idea.
a printer,
Wait, that's a business. I'm sorry.
what?
a
Oh,
therapy
yes.
office, and then you go to the next
Yeah,
room.
like next door in the therapy office, you just break stuff.
Or do you want to break stuff after therapy? I think you might want to invert that. I think you break shit first. You're like, and then it allows you to be more
yeah.
open. Because if you do therapy first, you're not going to want to.
Yeah, it depends on the package you select.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Do
we're
we call
starting
it,
something.
Do we call it like breakdown?
No, we're calling it tech.
Ooh.
No, tech
breakdown.
and,
It's
tech and
breakdown.
sex.
No, breakdown is better.
Breakdown is not bad, dude. That's
Breakdown.
really good.
Because it's like crying.
Wow.
I'm so
Wow.
Dude,
on it today.
let's invest.
We're investing.
I'm
on
investing.
It. Breakdown. Don't take it.
All
We
right,
already-
final question.
Yes.
If you were a chair, who would you like to sit on you?
I mean, it's got to be sexual. I don't give a fuck if like some.
See, mine has always been Danny DeVito. just
please.
such
I changed my answer. It used to be.
He's such a silly shaped man.
Mine's
you
Doja
know?
Cat
He's so
now.
silly.
I want Doja Cat.
Yeah, I think it would have to be like. See, you're thinking of like the feeling of someone sitting.
I'm thinking of her butt.
See, it's funny. I'm thinking of like the way they would smell.
Oh, I
I'm not
didn't even
thinking like
think of that.
because in my head, if I was a chair, I would be this, right?
Yeah.
So then the person seated, I would have like the hair in my face, like it would be like this. I'm not thinking of the actual feeling of
Oh
them
my
sitting.
God.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of like their back of their head, like next to my head.
This is the best answer we've gotten so far.
But
I haven't even
Yeah,
chosen
it is an
anything.
I know,
answer.
but
Yeah.
your explanation's so good.
So there is this lady, and I'm so sorry. Can I remember her name? She is. You guys ever see Knives Out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The
Anna
lead.
Dem-
Yes.
Oh, of
She's
course.
so hot.
By the
What's
way,
her name?
Anna
De
do you guys know it? Yeah, she's
Anna de Armas.
By the way,
De
I think
Armas.
that's everyone's new Jessica Alba crush.
She's
Like,
so
or Jessica
insane.
Biel, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
she is so attractive, but beyond that, for some odd
She
reason,
looks like she smells good.
yes.
Yeah,
That's
she
true.
actually does look like she's very
Yeah.
clean.
Good for you, Anna.
Yeah.
She's wearing vanilla.
Well, if you want to sit on Michael, he's here.
No, hey, girlfriend that's definitely watching, I love you, and you would be the first choice.
Yeah.
The second choice would be Anna Jabba Jabba Knives Out. I don't know her last name.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Dude,
Tell
thank you so much for having me.
everyone where they can find
Also,
your
when your tour is
stand-up.
coming, like in
So yeah, the Stiff Socks podcast every Wednesday. We have a Patreon every Friday, and then if you guys want to see me on tour, just go on blaaucomedy.com, BLAU comedy.com. So Salt Lake City, and then a big LA show in April. So
I
come
want
out.
to go to that.
Oh, we'll be
Dude,
there.
come
We're
out.
coming.
Yes.
Come on.
All right. Well, you can find us all there.
This was one of my most favorite conversations we've had.
I
know.
loved it.
We're
Okay.
Flip flops, be front row, waiting for his shirt to come off.
White
Let's go!
toenails. Thank you guys so much for watching this week, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.